Children, now we are going to have fourth unit. Fourth unit is totally of writing. First unit is regarding listening, and the second unit is of speaking. And coming to the third unit, it is totally grammar. And coming to the fourth unit, it is writing. What are the writing rules? So, for any language, there are four skills. There are four skills. What are those? Reading, writing, listening, speaking. So, the foremost skill is listening. So that with the LSRW skills, we get the command of a language. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. So, regarding this first semester, we got all LSRW skills. So, now the first unit totally carrying of listening skills, and the second unit carried with speaking skills. So, vowels, consonants and all those. And third unit, coming to the third unit, the rules of the grammar. For any language, there are some rules. So that is of third unit. And coming to the fourth unit, there are some writing rules, writing skills. So listening, speaking, reading, writing. So for the reading, we got grammar. And for the fourth unit, writing, listening, speaking, reading, writing skills. And regarding this writing, there are rules. So the main rules to be followed in writing is punctuation. What is punctuation? What is punctuation? Why the punctuation is to be needed? What is the use of the punctuation? So there are some rules for any language to write. There are some rules. So they show the reader where sentences start and finish. So for the writing skills, they show the reader. They show the reader where sentences when we are reading the written draft. So the sentences where to start and where to finish. If the punctuation is used properly, they make your writing easy to understand. So this section, punctuation, is a mark used in writing to separate sentences and their elements to clarify meanings. So what it was been written to understand. What is written is to be understand. So in what way we should understand, and the elements of clarifying its meaning. Though the sentences, by using this punctuation, the meaning will be clarified. There are 3 of the punctuation marks are used as sentence endings. So the main they are full stop, question mark and exclamation mark. So exclamation mark is also called terminal marks. These are the main things. What are that? Sentence endings are full stop. It is also called as full stop, question mark and exclamation mark. Full stop is placed at the end of the declarative, assertive sentences. Statements thought to be complete and after many abbreviations. So where the full stop is to be placed at the end of declarative sentence, declaring that this is this. Assertive sentences, and sentences, we made some statements and sentences. So we feel that it is complete. So that if it is completed, there we should put full stop. That is a dot. At the end of a sentence, Jane and Jock. So see where the sentence full stop, for a sentence where the full stop is to be placed. Jane and Jock went to the market, finished. Jane and Jack went to the market, there is a full stop. After an abbreviation, MA full stop, BA full stop. So we should put. So M A for there is a full stop for between M and A. So there is to be that is to be to get elaborate. So for an abbreviations also we uses full stop. Then the question mark, where the question mark is to be used. Question mark is placed at the end of interrogative sentence. I think you know what is meant by interrogative. Getting question marks. I already told you at the question tags. So in question tags, I already told you where the question mark is to be placed. When did Jane leave for the market? So it is a question mark. Did Jane leave for the market? It's a question mark. We should put question mark for question for interrogative sentences, or when we are putting some questions. The exclamation mark, you know how the exclamation mark is. See this. This is exclamation mark is placed at the end of an exclamatory sentence to express sudden feelings of joy, sorrow, and wonder. Within dialogue, oh, screamed Jane. So for only oh, screamed Jane is full stop. Here the sentence is ending. Within dialogue, oh, it is an exclamatory mark. It was being screamed by Jane. That is full stop. At the end, how clever you are. So this is exclamation. O is exclamatory mark for saying sorry, joy or something. And how clever you are. This is an exclamation. So that also we put exclamatory mark. For here it is the sentence. O is an exclamation and then the sentence. So it is full stop. Here it is how clever you are as an exclamation. So apostrophe. What is apostrophe? This is called apostrophe. Is used to indicate the omission of letter or letters from a word. You know, won't, can't. For that we put apostrophe. The possessive case are the plurals of lowercase letters. Omission of letters from a word. See, I have not seen. So I have seen. H-A-V-E. So only we have put V-E. So using apostrophe. Seen that movie several times. She was not the only one. Was not. N-O-T. Wasn't. The only one who knew the answer. This is called, using this is called apostrophe. Used to indicate the omission of letter. When we use the apostrophe, just we are saying that we are omitting the letters from that word. In the possessive case, only we use only this in the possessive case or the plurals of lowercase letters. Possessive or plurals we use the apostrophe. Besides that, we never use that apostrophes. Quotation marks. So the quotation marks, how we use? These are the quotation marks, symbols or single quotation marks. This is single. So where to use single, where to use double. That are put around a word or phrase to show that someone else has written or said it. Don't go outside. This is don't go outside. See, reported speech. So these are put in quotations. It was being said by someone. That's why they are in quotation marks. Single quotation marks that are put for a word or phrase. So man adi eppudu vaadtamu? Phrases ki single quotation words vaadtamu. So single quotation marks are used most frequently for quotes within quotes. Mahesh told the teacher, I saw Ravi at the playground and he said to me, Babu started the fight, and I believed him. Here the ending. Here is the ending. So Mahesh is telling to the teacher totally this sentence. But within that there is another quotation. See, Babu started the fight. So within the quotes anamata. Single quotation marks are used most frequently for quotes within quotes. For quoting within quotes. So in this sentence again he is repeating what he told. That's why this is single quotation marks. Comma, semicolon and colon can indicate a pause in a sentence. Comma, semicolon and colon, or they can indicate a pause in a sentence. Pause means short stay. కొంచెంసేపు అక్కడ ఆగాలన్నమాట. అందుకోసం మనం కామా సెమీకోలన్ వాడతాం. The comma is used to show a separation of ideas or elements within the structure of a sentence. So కొంచెం అక్కడ ఆగి మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, అప్పుడు కామా వాడతాం, మీకు తెలుసు. Additionally, it is used in numbers, dates, and letter writing after the salutation and closing. So when we are writing the letters, after the salutation and closing, we put the commas. Direct address. Thanks for all your help, comma, John. Separation of two complete sentences. Independent clauses and coordinating conjunctions. So you know what is meant by coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunction. So there is a conjunction and the word is interrelated to one another. ఒకదానితో ఒకటి సంబంధం ఉంటుంది. That is called coordinating conjunction. See, and, or, but, nor, for, so, at. These are all coordinating conjunctions. We went to the movies, comma, and then we went out to lunch. And. Here is and. It is a coordinating conjunction. Use a comma after an introductory adverb. ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలమ్మా? Use a comma after an introductory adverb. Finally, I went running. So here is finally is introduction. So this is adverb. Finally, it is starting with adverb. So we use comma here. I went running. So we haven't started with I went running. I went running finally. This is not the sentence. We have started the sentence with finally. This is an adverb. So there is a comma and then I went running. Use a comma after an introductory adverb. Use a comma after a dependent clause. When I went running, I saw a snake. So here is the dependent clause. When I went running. When I went running, comma, I saw a snake. When I went running, I saw a snake. Use a comma when addressing someone or something directly. Okay, ఇప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలి. When addressing someone or something directly. Suresh, you saw the snake. Suresh, comma, you saw the snake. We are addressing Suresh. So when we are addressing, we should use compulsorily comma. Non-relative clause. John's mother, who lives in Vizag, has 6 grandchildren. John's mother యొక్క కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ apostrophe ఉండాలి. Mother. So addressing. Who lives in Vizag. This is also relative clause or non-relative clause. Has 6 grandchildren. We should use comma here for the non-relative clause also. Who lives? John's mother who lives. ఎక్కడైతే. So not related, non-related. Wow. She may live in Vizag today and she may live in Hyderabad tomorrow. So non-related. Separating lists or elements within sentences. Suji wanted the black, green and blue dress. So we all know this. Black, green, final one is and. Final one is and. Suji lists. When we are listing, we have to use compulsorily a comma. Semicolon, where the semicolon is to be used. Semicolon indicating a pause. Pause means short stay. Typically between two main classes. Compulsorily between two main classes. That is more pronounced than that indicated by a comma. The semicolon falls between terminal marks and the comma. Its strength is equal to that of the colon. John was hurt. Between terminal marks. Here is the terminal. Terminal means ఇక్కడ నుంచి డైరెక్షన్ మారుతుంది అన్నమాట. And the comma, its strength is equal to that of the colon. Comma యూస్ చేసినా గాన సెమీకాలనే కాకపోయినప్పటికీ కూడా అక్కడ కామా యూస్ చేసినా కూడా ద స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్. సెమీకాలన్. సో సెమీకాలన్ ఎప్పుడు యూస్ చేస్తామంటే అమ్మా, వెన్ వీఆర్ సేయింగ్ the thing which is related to this. This is totally related to this. John was hurt. So here we are saying about John, so that he knew she only said to upset him. So we are saying about this sentence. That's why we put this semicolon. Ted has 2 dogs. What are they? Sam and 1. Sam and 1. Here are three examples of familiar sequences 1, 2 and 3. Those three are A, B and C. 1, 2 and 3. What are those three? A, B and C. First, second and third. A, B, C, comma. So what are those ABCs? First, second and third. So these are the sequences to put semicolon. Colon. When is used the colon? Colon when to use? Precede a list of items, a quotation or an expansion or an example or explanation. A list of items. ఇక్కడి నుంచి మేము ఇవి చెప్పబోతున్నాము అని చెప్పడానికి కాలన్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. He was planning to study 4 projects. What are those? Politics, philosophy, sociology and economics. Planning to study 4 subjects. We are going to say about those 4 subjects. Those are politics, philosophy, sociology and economics. Student to teacher. Sorry for being late. Student to teacher. What the student is telling to the teacher? Sorry for being late. There was one thing she loved more than any other. Her dog. So what is the thing that he allowed? Her dog. So what they are going to say, what they are going to reveal, which is totally connected with, then we use colon. I had a rough weekend. What is that? I want to say I got a rough weekend. So what kind of weekend I got? I had chest pain and spent all Saturday and Sunday in the emergency room. That is called colon. Dash and hyphen. When the dash and hyphen is to be used. These marks are often confused with each other due to their appearance, but they are very different. A hyphen joins 2 or more words together, while a dash separates words into parenthetical statements. Parenthetical means totally related to its origin. Dash and hyphen is totally related to its origin. To separate words into statements. To separate words into statements. It will schedule from 4:30 to. So here is dash to 5. So here it is used as dash. And where is the hyphen? This is hyphen. Wait. I forgot to tell you. This is tell you what? So he haven't tell. That's why we put dash. Hyphen. This is used to join 2 or more words together into a compound term. 2-3 పదాలు కలిపి ఒకే మీనింగ్ ఇచ్చేదానికి మనం హైఫన్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ పార్ట్ టైం, బ్యాక్ టు బ్యాక్, వెల్ నోన్. సో పార్ట్ టైం. సో పార్ట్ ఈజ్ a separate word and time is a separate word. But together we are using, then it is called part time. So there, for that sake we use a small hyphen. Parentheses or round brackets on a square brackets or box brackets. When we use this curly brackets, angle brackets, when to use these? These are used to contain words that are further explanation or are considered a group. ఇవన్నీ ఒక గ్రూపుకి చెందినవి అని చెప్పడం కోసం మనము బ్రాకెట్స్ వాడతాం. స్క్వేర్ బ్రాకెట్స్, బాక్స్ బ్రాకెట్స్. Of notations used for technical explanations or to clarify meaning. He, ఇక్కడ దాని అర్థం ఏమంటే మిస్టర్ జోన్స్ అందుకని బ్రాకెట్లో పెట్టాం. వాజ్ ద లాస్ట్ పర్సన్ సీన్ అట్ ద హౌస్. ఇవి ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేస్తాం? బ్రేసెస్. కర్లీ బ్రాకెట్స్, బ్రేసెస్ ని కర్లీ బ్రాకెట్స్ అని కూడా అంటాం. ఆర్ యూజ్ టు కంటైన్ 2 or more lines of text or listed items to show that they are considered as ఇవన్నీ కలిపి ఒకటే అని చెప్పడం కోసం మనం కర్లీ బ్రాకెట్స్ వాడతాం. So for example, present continuous tense has helping, am, is, or. So these 3 are related to one. So that we use this curly brackets. So round brackets are curved notations to contain further thoughts or qualifying remarks. John and Jane, who are actually half brother and sister, both have red hair. So these are curved notation used to contain further thoughts. Further thoughts. They want to say, first of all, they want to say only they have red hair. John and Jane have red hair, they want to say. So they want to also clarify that they actually are half brother and sisters. Actually what they are. So further remarks, they could put in these brackets. Ellipsis, these are is most commonly represented by three dots. Ellipses or three dots. Remember, these are ellipses. Periods, 1, 2, 3, or three asterisks. These three. The ellipsis is used in writing or printing or in quotation to jump from one phrase to another. ఒక విషయంలోంచి ఇంకొక విషయంలోకి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ఈ ఎలిప్సిస్ వాడతాం. వరుసగా 3 డాట్స్ పెడతాం. ఒక 4, 5 పెట్టకూడదమ్మా, 3 పెట్టాలి. Omission of word. She began to count 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they can't say. So they put only 3 until she got to 10 and then went to final. We cannot write 5, 6, 7, 8. So that we put 3 ellipses. Ellipses means only 3 dots. That is, then we put 3 ellipses. Within a quotation, when Newton stated an object at rest stays at rest and an object in motion stays in motion, 3 ellipses have developed the law of motion. English capitalization rules. But there is a difference between English capitalization rules and our capitalization. Capitalize the first word of a sentence and first letter after full stop. After full stop. This we know. Listening is a purposeful and focused activity. That's all. Then we start again with capital. It requires attention and concentration from the listener, full stop. And again capital. It is conscious and voluntary activity. This we all know. Hey, it's great to see you. Exclamatory mark. Again capital. How have you been? Capitalize the proper nouns. The names of persons, cities, countries, companies, religions, and political parties. These to be capitalized. We experienced some beautiful southern Indias. Yes, capital letter, I capital letter. Whether when we attend John's Catholic proper nouns, wedding in Kerala. There is no, this is not a proper noun. So, wedding in Kerala. Kerala is capital letter. Capitalize personal pronoun I. You and I are members of this committee. Capitalize the first word of a quote when the quote is complete sentence. Don't go outside, she said. Capitalize days, months and holidays, but not seasons. We celebrated Children's Day on Monday in last November. Having a birthday in summer is fun. Having, even though it is a capital letter. Capitalize the first letter of every word, titles, headings and names of movies, except helping verbs, prepositions, articles, conjunctions, unless they come at beginning. Whatever they are, helping verbs, preposition, articles, conjunctions, if they come at the beginning, we have to put it as capital. We have to put in the capital for the first letter. Sense and Sensibility is better than Pride and Prejudice. This is a book and this is also a book. Sense, capital letter, and again sensibility, capital letter, pride, capital letter, prejudice, capital letter. The first movie of the series is Harry Potter. Capitalize each word, H, P, Sorcerer's Stone, S, S. All these 4 are capitalized words. The starting, the first one is also capitalized. So these are the things you have to remember. Keep this chart in your mind. Full stop, quotation, question mark, comma, exclamation, quotation, colon, semicolon, apostrophe, hyphen, slash, ellipsis, round brackets. So make this chart in your mind, children. Then it is easy for you what to use and where to use. In writing, this is the main part. Punctuation takes the main part for the explanation of a sentence or whatever we are reading. So when we are writing, we should use these punctuation marks. Actually, then the reading will be very easy when we are writing. When we use these punctuation marks, the reader will take its easy thing. So thank you all. Take care, children. Go through this. This is related to the writing of 4th unit. Thank you, children.